Just like in the USSR, endless queues and constant shortages. Russian social media users joke about the friends' demand for poultry products, asking what went up in price first, the chicken or the egg. One Moscow chain shop is already selling eggs by the piece, and in Belgorod region they have already restricted the sale. Now one person can buy no more than 2 dozen eggs. In Belgorod, citizens have been queuing since nightfall.
People have been queuing for them since 5 a.m. In some regions, they are already worth 300 rubles per dozen. Russian users on social network X, formerly Twitter.
Rosstat reports that over the year, the cost of eggs has risen by 25% on average in the country, and according to the Russian Prosecutor General's office, it's 40%. Prices have increased for other products in Russia as well.
The cost of food, veterinary drugs, fuel and grease and electricity have become more expensive for industrial enterprises. We should also realize that the sanctions pressure has also had an impact in terms of equipment, components and agricultural machinery. The difficulties are associated, among other things, with the change in the ruble exchange rate.
Labor shortages are another reason for the increase in production costs. The management of Russia's largest poultry farm reported that production has lost almost a third of its employees. These who did not go abroad have been mobilized for Russia's war against Ukraine. Some of the workers have taken jobs at military enterprises because they were promised a reservation from mobilization there.
Agriculture is already at the limit of its capacity to raise wages for workers, and they are under pressure from both sides. The locals are either mobilized or they go to work at the defense industry, or they just run away and leave. They have no possibility to attract people from somewhere else, neither remotely nor from other cities.
Without supplies from the West, the country's agriculture is degrading. Experts say seeds, fertilizers, machinery and software were imported. Russia has already turned to Turkey for help. In particular, Russian Agricultural Bank has allowed a number of Turkish enterprises to sell eggs and chicken meat free of duty.
In the long term, these raises concerns because the country will enter the sowing season in the spring. Accordingly, we will also see changes in crop rotation and difficulties with further growth of production costs. At the moment, we can cope with the price growth locally at the expense of Turkish eggs, but I believe that we need to introduce additional measures of state support.
According to economists, such supplies can temporarily satisfy the demands for products, but it does not solve the problem systematically. Russian producers are left with the same problems: acute shortage of equipment and technologies, difficulties with exports, and labor outflow. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Kristina Dombrovska, UATV News.